The only Blues on today's show will be the unis of the Richmond Islanders. Today on The Express, we're going to show you how to make the most of the summer. On today's show, Cultus Lake Water Park's Big Summer.
Just have fun.
The Canadian Open Fastpitch Tournament.
Really, I'd like to have wonderful skin.
West Coast Style. Summer skincare solutions.
You are seeing really the nature of my vibe.
Capital Direct Dream Homes. The personal style of interior designer Peter Wilds.
I didn't make the finals, which was disappointing.
And later, it's Cowboys Casino Chuck's Insider. See that and more local expression. Welcome to The Express, only on Chat TV. I'm Johanna Ward at Cloverdale Athletic Park for the 2012 Scotiabank Canadian Open Fastpitch International Tournament. This event is about competition, it's about camaraderie, but most importantly, it's about helping young female athletes reach for their personal best. Richmond Islanders coach Sarah Hopwood knows her way around a ballpark.
I played for the Renegades for about 6 years now. I'm playing on the Renegades senior team, and then I'm coaching the Richmond Islanders 95 goal team.
From her unique experience, she can speak to the importance of playing in this tournament.
I think it's really important. I mean, I've played in it since I can remember, and the experience that you get from it, getting to see the international teams play, it's kind of a goal for them. So I think definitely it's really important for them to set a really high goal for themselves and see other players that are doing it as well.
Teammates Amanda and Kelly like the exposure and the competition.
Personally, I find it really cool. I like playing teams from other countries. We played Ecuador the other day. It was pretty fun. Honestly, I like the pressure. It elevates the game and it makes you play to a higher level.
Although these teams are the best of the best, the coaches of the Richmond Islanders make sure to keep it all in perspective.
There could be a lot of pressure depending on how much you put on yourself, but we try to let the girls know that just have fun and work hard, and that's all we ever ask for.
These athletes are committed. They practice year-round with 3 to 4 practices a week.
It's definitely a real commitment that you have to put into the game. You have to really love the sport in order to play.
There's tons of lessons when it comes to any kind of sport, especially with softball. Teamwork, working together, building a family outside of your own. Hard work, dedication, there's so many different aspects that softball helps with.
One of the other benefits of playing in the Scotiabank Canadian Open Fastpitch International Championship, exposure to college and university scouts.
I would love to play post-secondary softball, and just if it happens, it happens. I just hope it does. I'm thinking it'd be pretty cool to go play softball post-secondary. If I don't, it's fine. You could play in other leagues just for fun. I do like the intensity of the sport, and it would be really fun to continue on with it.
Fun fact for you, Miss Teen New Westminster Gracie Wardle also plays on the Richmond Islanders. Now, the Canadian Open Fastpitch Tournament continues until July 9th with events here at Cloverdale Athletic Park, also at Softball City and at Sunnyside Park. Softball, it's a sure sign of summer. Another usually is sunshine. And on today's West Coast Style, we've got summer skin solutions for protecting your face when that sun finally shines.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style is brought to you by Pacific Center.
The West Coast is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and I'm on the hunt to make sure that the people here look just as good as where they live. I'm Mansour, and I'm a lifestyle journalist searching for the most cutting-edge fashion and beauty hotspots, deals, and tips, all in our own backyard. I'll do the shopping so you don't have to. This is West Coast Style. On today's West Coast Style, we've come to London Drugs to tackle some of the biggest skin challenges Vancouver women face, while also giving you proper tips on healthy summer skin from one of the city's top experts. To tackle some of the skin challenges Vancouver women face, I've asked 3 women from very different backgrounds and ethnicities to share their individual concerns. And I guarantee those watching at home will definitely be able to relate.
I'm actually getting married in about 8 months' time, and so really I'd like to have wonderful skin for my wedding day.
I'm working long hours in the office, and sometimes it's hard for me to take care of my skin all the time. So I'm looking for a product that can kind of cater to my sensitive and dry skin.
Some of my problems and challenges with my skin is oily skin, and then I have to put more makeup on, and that causes blemishes. It's just a constant tug-of-war with me and my skin.
To address these skin challenges, I've called upon the expertise of Vancouver dermatologist Dr. Shannon Humphrey. Here's what she had to say to our bride-to-be, Helena.
To make sure her skin is glowing and looking its best at her wedding, the first thing she can do is plan ahead. Do not make any changes in your skincare within the 3 months before the wedding. When she's looking for a glow, it would be a good option to incorporate a low concentration of a glycolic acid cream into your regimen. We do have one here by a company called Reversa.
Oh, that's great.
It's available here at the drugstore. It basically helps to slough off the top layers of the skin.
Remember Crystal? Our Asian beauty often found it difficult to find the right moisturizing products for her sensitive, fair skin.
For you, it's going to be keep it simple. You want to use something that has as few ingredients as possible, particularly no alcohol and no fragrance. So what she's going to need is a gentle soap-free cleanser and a regular moisturizer. And some of the lines that I often recommend are the Curel for sensitive skin line.
Oh, excellent.
CeraVe, and they have a few products as well. And finally, the Cetaphil line.
Long hours in the studio and performing on stage under a lot of makeup has caused our last volunteer, singer Rosette, to have an oily complexion.
When Rosette chooses a cleanser, she may want to choose a cleanser with salicylic acid. That can really help with the oily appearance and give you a bit of a glow. Or try looking for an oil-free moisturizer.
Okay. Yes. The biggest thing about being South Asian is dark circles, hyperpigmentation, and scarring.
The best thing you can do is prevent it. That's sun avoidance and using a good broad-spectrum sunscreen every single day.
With their skin assessments complete and a new arsenal of advice under their belts, here's what the women had to say about their experience.
The assessment was fantastic. One thing I hadn't realised was how far in advance I really should be starting to think about planning my skincare for my wedding.
I got to learn a lot from Dr. Humphreys and just learning about what my problem areas are and what I could do to address them.
I didn't know that I had to put SPF 30, not 15, so that's a big deal for me because I thought being dark-skinned, I didn't need it.
Dr. Humphrey, you've given us lots of great products to use today, but there are some things that people can do right at home, right?
Absolutely. Number one in my 5 top tips for summer skin health, so avoid the sun between the hours of 10 and 2. And if you have to be in the sun, use a high SPF sunscreen. Number 2 would be choose UV protective clothing. For example, a wide brim hat, long sleeves and pants. Number 3, in the summer, keep your shower short and warm, not hot. Okay. And number 4 should follow along after the shower. Don't forget, just because it's summer, it's still important to slather up with a moisturizer.
So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the final one?
Number 5, popular always, drink lots of water.
The tips on today's show prove that skincare can be easy, resulting in beautiful skin for women of all backgrounds. Good to know, especially when it's the time of year we're showing it off the most. I'm Mansour for West Coast Style.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style has been brought to you by Pacific Center.
To find out what skincare regimen is right for you, you can pay a visit to a dermatologist. And to find out more about Dr. Humphrey and her practice, you can visit them online at caruthers.net. Now, some people spend the summer at the beach, some at the ballpark, and some at a playground. We're joining Nicole Fitzgerald in Whistler. Now, is that foam?
360s, tuck no-handers, backflips. These kind of tricks aren't learned overnight. A rider needs to train. He needs progression, and most importantly, he needs a soft place to land.
Wow, that's a memorable way to spend your birthday. Now, also memorable, opening night at the Calgary Stampede, and we're going to be talking about that coming up on Cowboys Casino Chuck's Insider. We'll also be enjoying these features. Stay with us.
You are seeing really the nature of my vibe.
Style tips on Capital Direct Dream Homes.
It's the largest campground in Western Canada.
Summer fun at Cultus Lake. The Express, only on Shaw TV.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.